I know you're a monster.
What is going on, guys? Crisis the Imago here, coming at you live and in person as always. And today's video is about depression. If you guys saw my first video back, you showed about how I was dealing with my depression, which is the exact wrong way to do it. But we're going to get to that in a minute. First things first is, a lot of people don't know what depression is. A lot of people just think, oh, you're sad. Well, no, there's a big difference between just being sad and being depressed. First things first, being depressed is a medical condition. It is a diagnosis. You just can't wake up one morning and be like, oh, I'm depressed. Like, actual depression is a medical disorder. It is a mental disorder, and it does not go away. You're always going to deal with it in your life. If you've been diagnosed with it, you're always going to have it. And it's hard to explain to somebody who hasn't dealt with it before. I guess the best way to explain it is pick the saddest moment of your life and take that feeling of sadness, of regret, of sorrow, all those feelings, and just extend them throughout your entire life. Every single day you have to deal with it. That's depression. It's hard. It's not, like I said, it's not easy to deal with. And when I was battling it the wrong way, I didn't see it as the wrong way. I actually had to have a friend take some pictures that I'm gonna post right now. And the first one is just a couple bottles that my friend put together. They were all mine. It was within the span of about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I think this is like all the alcohol that I bought and drank. But to me at the time, I didn't see it as a problem because 23-year-old men, some of them, a lot of them, have a copious amount of alcohol bottles in their house, whether they're full or empty or whatever. But then I saw a picture of my fridge, and it was just beer and water, and one little like box of pizza, and that's when it kind of hit me. I was like, wow, I have more alcohol in my fridge than I do food. Like, and my freezer was the same way. She pulled a couple bottles out of the freezer, as far as liquor and things like that, and the same thing. I had all alcohol in my freezer and like no food, and that's when I really realized, okay, well, this is probably a problem. And that's the biggest thing to admit. Like, okay, I have a problem, whether it be with depression or how you're battling it or whatever. The biggest thing is to admit, okay, I have a situation here that needs taken care of. And the best thing you can do, the best thing I found that you can do about it is just talk to people. I always tell people I'm real lucky. I have friends who deal with depression too, and everybody's like, "Why is that lucky? You're happy that they have depression?" And that's not what it is. Like, I'm not happy that somebody else is sad. I'm happy that I have people in my life who are going through not necessarily the same situations, but they know what I'm feeling. You know, if you're sad, say somebody's like a couple years ago, my great grandmother died, and a lot of people don't have their great grandmother in their lives for their entire life. Like I said, when she passed, I was 22 years old, and a lot of people don't have a great grandmother in their life for that long. I was one of the lucky ones. She was a big part of my life. Real supportive, loved the woman to death, and when she passed away, a lot of people were like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I know how you feel," things like that, and yeah, a lot of people have lost loved ones, and you're sad, and people understand that sadness, the death of a loved one. Whenever you're depressed, it's just a big dark black hole of sorrow that you're into, and it doesn't go away. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you're just sad. Get over it. Like, move on with your life." But that's not what it is. It's so hard to get over the things that just ruin your life, basically. Well, not really ruin it, just it runs your life. Um, it's just it's real hard to try and just to try and be happy whenever you're depressed. That's like I said. That's why a lot of people turn to drugs or alcohol or things like that. And alcohol is a drug. Don't get it twisted. Alcohol is a drug. It's a mind altering substance. It's a drug. It's a crutch. That's what I used it for. Because when I drank, I didn't feel anything, and it was better for me to be completely numb to the world and to my surroundings, than it was to feel the sadness and the sorrow. It was so much easier to be like a robot and not feel anything. And that, like I said, that's the completely wrong way to go about it. It's it's a difficult road to trek. I can't explain that enough. And if you don't have the right people around you, depression can end your life. It literally can cause you to end your life. A few of my really good friends killed themselves. Depression, couldn't pull themselves out of it. It grips you, and it doesn't let go. And I'm so glad that I have the support that I have, be it from family and friends and things like that. And you guys on the internet, seriously, you guys are awesome. You guys make it a little bit easier to go through the day whenever I read your guys' messages and your comments and things like that. And there was there was one person who commented on my video when it was my birthday and just told me happy birthday. And I didn't even read that comment until like 2 weeks after it was posted. But it still made me feel so good that even just one person out there that I have absolutely no idea who they are wished me a happy birthday. So that's the best way to conquer depression, guys. Just talk about it. Just get some friends who know what you're dealing with. Go seek professional help. Try medications. They didn't work for me. They just didn't. They don't work for everyone. But try them. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to be in a no worse off situation than you already are. But yeah, that's really all I have to say on the matter, guys. It's I'd like to talk more about it. But the thing is, if I did that, I would have like a 2-hour long video, and I know that you guys don't want to sit down and watch that, so kind of shorten this one to about 10 minutes or so. But yeah, like I said, just don't ever think that that it's not going to get better, because eventually it will. You just have to find the right way to make it better for you. And like I said, the best way to do that is talking, get professional help. Possibly medications and things like that. And just remember, just because you're depressed doesn't mean you're weird. So until next time, guys, I'm Crisis Diamago, and I'll see you when I see you.
I know you're a monster.